Pushing down on the pedal extends the arm to grab the wheel from the inside. Lifting on the pedal retracts the arms. The second operation pedal in the front of the machine rotates the wheel. Center the wheel and push it as far down as possible before extending the arms to hold the wheel. Next, we will remove the valve cap, which holds the air in. And then we will remove the valve core using the valve core tool to deflate the tire before breaking the bead of the tire. Next, we will position the discs shown in white on the sidewall of the tire close to the wheel. While turning the table, press periodically the buttons with your right hand as it slowly depresses the tire bead off of the bead sealing surface of the wheel. After the tire's bead sealing surface is removed from the wheel, pull up on the bead disc buttons to retract the discs and move the arms out of the way. Position the non-marring polymer duck mounting head on the edge of the wheel and use the tire iron to pry the bead of the tire over the duck's bill. You may need to push down on the tire to ensure the bead of the tire is not grabbing the bead of the wheel. Once the tire iron is all the way down, press the rotation pedal to turn the assembly clockwise. Repeat the process for the second bead. Pulling up on the tire in the 6 o'clock position will ensure that the tire's bead is in the smallest diameter section of the wheel to ease installation and lessen the chances of tire bead damage during removal. Anytime a new tire is mounted, a new valve stem or tire pressure monitoring system rebuild kit, TPMS for short, should be used to ensure a leak-free life of the wheel and tire assembly. I'm using a side cutter to cut the inside of the valve stem off. The valve stem is installed using the valve stem installation tool as seen here. Sometimes added height to the fulcrum point is necessary to fully install the valve stem. I'm using the plastic handle of the side cutter to decrease the chance of scratching the aluminum wheel. On steel wheels, this might not be necessary. I am removing the valve core to ensure maximum tire pressure volume when seating the bead later in the procedure. Next, we will clean the circumference of the wheel at the tire bead sealing point, often confused with the lip, which just holds the tire to the wheel. I'm using a 0 to 000 steel wool by hand, but other abrasives are used as well. You never want to put your hands under the table for safety reasons. Here we are lubricating the side of the bead and then the bead sealing surface to make the tire install easier. I like to take my time and lubricate the wheel as well as the mounting duct in certain applications to avoid damage of the tire during installation. During installation, the bead of the tire needs to slide on the tail of the duct and below the head of the duct, while applying pressure at 6 o'clock towards the floor and holding the tire where it connects with the wheel. In this example, I twist the tire so the bead is in the center of the wheel where the wheel's diameter is smallest, allowing the tire to wrap around easily. Take the time to properly set up the tire before using the machine, as it will ensure easy, safe, and damage-free installation. Next, we will install the tire inflator and hold the hose away from the wheel as shown. The filler pedal has 2 stages. Lightly pressing is filling the tire, and hard press is to send a burst of air to seat the bead. Keep your fingers away from the bead while it's being seated and let go of the pedal frequently to check the tire pressure on the gauge. I will also use the valve core tool to check that the core is securely in the valve stem, being careful not to over tighten it.